Welcome to Lakshman Biology. Today we will discuss about the RNA interference or RNAi. What is the RNA interference or what is the RNAi? RNA interference means silencing of a particular mRNA by using the double-stranded RNA molecule, which mainly used in defense mechanism to stop the translation of mRNA into protein. Okay. RNA interference also called as RNAi. I means interference. Before going to see about complete details of RNA interference, we have to see about a few basic things. If you understand these basic things, then only you can understand the RNA interference. Okay, what is that basic things? First, if you see the eukaryotes, lot of eukaryotes contain the DNA as its genetic material. See, this is the DNA. In the eukaryotes, what happened? DNA is become into RNA. DNA is become into RNA in the process of transcription. Again, this RNA is become into protein in the process of translation. DNA is become into RNA, RNA become into protein. This happens in a lot of eukaryotes. See here, if the DNA is eukaryotic organism, then eukaryotic RNA is formed. Again, eukaryotic RNA is become into eukaryotic protein. If you see example human beings, if this gene or if this DNA belongs to human beings, human RNA is formed in the human body, then only you can see the formation of a human protein. All the proteins which are present in the human body found by this way only. Human beings contain, each cell of human beings contain the approximately 2.2 meters DNA. On that DNA you can see the small genes. Each gene will form the each protein. By that way what happens, you can see the formation of different proteins which are present inside the human body. Sometimes what happens, if the DNA belongs to virus or bacteria, then we can see the formation of viral RNA or viral protein, viral RNA. Then after that we can see the formation of viral protein. If any viral DNA virus is enter into the human body or any bacteria is enter into the human body, along with that bacteria or virus, their DNA also enter into the human body. There what happen, inside the human body, viral DNA is there or bacterial DNA is there, then that is become into RNA, viral RNA or bacterial RNA, then that is become into a viral protein. Okay, that is a basic details. Here what happened here, DNA become into RNA in the process of transcription, and then the process of translation the RNA is become into the protein. If this DNA is if the DNA is human DNA, human protein is formed. If the DNA is bacteria, bacterial protein is formed. If the DNA is virus, viral protein is formed. Then here the main RNA which is involved in the formation of protein is mRNA. tRNA, rRNA also there. They are helpful for the formation of protein, but important RNA which involved in the formation of protein is mRNA. Here all types of mRNAs not form the proteins in human body. Why? Because the mRNA translation is inhibited. We can stop the inside the cells. Few types of proteins will stop the translation of mRNA. Why? Because there is a regulation of gene expression in a human body. Like that, here by using the double-stranded RNA molecule, see, double-stranded RNA molecule, dsRNA. By using dsRNA, we can stop the functioning of specific mRNAs, specific pathogenic mRNAs which are present in the human body. In case if there is any bacterial, mainly if there is any viral RNA, viral DNA is enter into the human body, viral DNA is become into mRNA by the transcription. Then viral RNA is become into protein. This formation of protein is prevented or stopped by the dsRNA. This is called the silencing of mRNA or RNA interference. RNA interference means by using DS means double stranded. By using dsRNA, we can stop we can silence or we can inhibit the translation of mRNA, or we can stop the functioning of mRNA. That is called the RNA interference. If you stop the translation of viral protein within the human body, what happens? Viral protein is not formed. If you stop the mRNA functioning in human body, what happens? Viral protein is not formed. Okay, if viral protein is not formed in human body, body is escaped from the disease. Because of that, what happened? RNA interference technique is mainly used in the to treat the viral infections and or to stop the formation of viral proteins. Apart from that, a few types of cancer DNA will produce the cancerous mRNA, then it will produce the cancerous protein. To stop the cancer gene expression also we can use the RNA interference. By using dsRNA, we can stop the few types of cancerous gene expression. Next, after that, what we have to see? RNA interference, I'll explain by one example. Okay, one example I'll take to explain about the RNA interference. What is that example? I will say. See, there is a one plant. This example is belongs to the NCERT biotechnology application chapter. See, there is a plant that is called tobacco. See, if you see the tobacco plant, I'll draw the diagram of tobacco plant also. This is the stem of tobacco plant. Then this is the root of tobacco plant. I'll draw the root very large to explain about the RNA interference. See, this is the root of tobacco plant. Root. Next, this one is a stem. Next, this is leaf. No need to see about all. See, this is the root of a tobacco plant. Okay, there is one pathogen. Pathogen means which cause disease in organisms. Okay, there is one pathogen, nematode pathogen. Nematode. Nematode means roundworms. Nematode means Ascomyces organisms. Okay, there is one pathogen that is called that is the one nematode. The name of the nematode is Meloidegyne incognitia. This is the nematode. Meloidegyne incognitia. That is one nematode or pathogen. See, I draw the diagram of nematode also. Okay, what it will do? It will enter into the root of tobacco plant. Okay, it will change color. This one. This is the nematode. This nematode name is Meloidegyne incognitia. What it will do? It will enter into the root of tobacco plant. It will eat the material which is present in the root. Because of that, what happen? Plant yield is decreased. Okay. Hence, by using the RNA interference techniques, we can prevent the growth of, or we can destroy the nematodes within the plant body. Okay, how can we destroy? We have to see now. Before going to see about the RNA interference technique on the nematode, we have to see the gene expression of this nematode. See, no need to draw nematode diagram for explain of RNA interference. I will draw the nematode DNA only. See, this is the DNA of nematode, not the plant DNA. This is the DNA of nematode. Nematode means pathogen. Pathogen DNA. What is the pathogen here? Nematode. Which nematode? Meloidegyne incognitia. This is the pathogen DNA. Same gene expression of pathogen also same. Here pathogen DNA become into pathogen mRNA in the process of transcription. Next, in the process of translation, what happen? Translation. In the process of translation, protein is formed. Here, which DNA is involved in the gene expression or central dogma? The viral DNA, the pathogenic DNA or the nematode DNA or Meloidegyne incognitia DNA is involved. Hence, we can see the formation of the pathogen protein only. This protein is not the plant protein. The protein which is formed by the gene expression of pathogen DNA is Meloidegyne protein, Meloidegyne incognitia protein or nematode protein. See, this protein is used for to increase growth. Which growth? To increase the growth of nematode. Nematode organisms will grow because by using this protein. Apart from that, this protein is harmful to the plant body. Okay, here what we are doing to stop the gene expression of nematodes, we have to introduce complementary DNA to the nematode DNA. We have to introduce complementary DNA to the nematode DNA by using the agrobacterium. Agrobacterium is a vector. What it can do, it can inject the particular segment of DNA into the plant body. Okay, this is the complementary DNA which we have to inject into the plant body by using the agrobacterium vector. What is complementary DNA will do? This complementary DNA will form sense strand and anti-sense strand of RNA molecules. This is called double-stranded RNA. Sense strand and anti-sense strand coming together form the double-stranded RNA molecule in the process of transcription. Transcription means formation of RNA. Here, the complementary DNA involved in the transcription and form the double-stranded RNA molecule. This double-stranded RNA molecule, already I told that double-stranded RNA molecule has a property to the silencing of a particular type of mRNA. Okay, it is specific to specific mRNA. Here also we are introducing specific DNA. Hence, this from the specific double-stranded RNA molecule. This specific double-stranded RNA molecule inhibit or silence or inhibit the functioning of mRNA. Okay, the functioning of mRNA is inhibited by this dsRNA. If mRNA functioning is inhibited, or if mRNA is degraded, or if mRNA is silenced, what happens? There is no transcription of the viral mRNA, then there is no formation of viral protein. If there is no formation of viral, not virus here, there is no formation of the here nematode protein. Okay, or myeloid incognita protein. Because of that, what happened? We can stop the formation of pathogen protein or nematode protein or myeloid incognita protein. Because of that, there is no growth of pathogen inside the plant body. Then we can decrease the population of pathogen inside the plant body. That is about the silencing of mRNA by double-stranded RNA. That is the technique is called RNA interference. This RNA interference is in human beings which is involved in the silencing of cancer mRNA, silencing of the viral mRNA. Here in example in nematode, what we are doing, we are silencing mRNA of nematode or myeloid incognita mRNA. See, in this step what happened? Double-stranded dsRNA is silencing of mRNA. See, this is not the one step. Now what we have to see? We have to enlarge. We have to discuss more details of how double-stranded RNA silencing the mRNA. That step we have to discuss more. Okay, this is double-stranded RNA molecule which is formed in the plant body inside the root of the tobacco plant. These double-stranded RNA molecule cleaved into small segments. These segments are called siRNA. siRNA is formed by from the double-stranded RNA molecule by the action of one enzyme that is called dicer. This dicer has the property of RNA is 3. Hence you can say that dicer also called as RNA is 3. What is RNA is 3? Which is one type of endonuclease which can cleave the double-stranded RNA molecules into small fragments. These fragments are called siRNA. Here this siRNA is combined with argonate protein. When the siRNA is combined with argonate protein, we can see the formation of RISC complex. What is the RISC? RISC means it is RNA inducer silencing complex. How the RISC formed? By the combination of siRNA with organelle protein. Okay, these two combine together and form the RISC, RNA-induced silencing complex. Actually, RISC only goes under silencing the mRNA. What it will do? It will silence the mRNA of nematode or mRNA of Merodogain incognitia. If it will silence the mRNA, then there is no formation of a pathogenic protein. Okay, what is the function of siRNA in the RISC? RISC contains siRNA also, siRNA and organelle protein. What is the function of siRNA in the RISC? It will show way to mRNA to silence the mRNA. That is about the RNA interference technique, which is used for the here. In this example, we are using that to silence the mRNA of nematode, but RNA interference technique also used to silencing of viral gene expression or viral mRNA silencing in human body, and cancerous mRNA silencing in a human body. Thank you. If you like this video, please share and subscribe my YouTube.